Hi fellas, it's Nigel again. Just coming upstairs to my son's bedroom to show you why I build them for him. He absolutely loves them. If you're part of ISM, that's International Scale Modeler, you would have seen some of these builds. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour of them. The last couple I've done in the last couple of months, starting with the one I've just finished last. Right, so up we go. Right, and here is my Edward Tempest that I completed for the group build on ISM. As you can see, on the invasion stripes I did, when my granddad was alive about 12 years ago, I met a couple of his friends down in the local British Legion while they were having a pint, and I got to talking to them, and they said that the paint they use on the invasion stripes, most of the time the white, because they didn't use it a lot, the white, was actually just normal house paint or office paint, as they said. So they tended to just use it however they could. So that's why if you see some, they get really worn with the airflow and all the ground crew actually working on the aircraft. So that's why I've done it quite worn. Right, so we'll go on to the next one, which is the Tamiya Mustang 3 in 148. Again, I did a couple of months ago, and again I did this one because again he wanted the shark's mouth. So I'll just try and pan it round a little bit. I know it's not the best camera, guys, but you just have to bear with me. Alright. Basically these models have actually helped me get back into the hobby, because I suffer from ME and I'm also a PTSD sufferer. So these models actually help me work through that, which is a bonus. Right, and the next one is the Spitfire Mark 12 from Airfix. Again in 148. I tend to work in 148 because they're just about the right size to get some decent detail, but not too big. Because if my son Harvey had his way, his whole ceiling would be full of aircraft. Very good kit this. New tool Airfix. Very good kit. Fits together really well. Panel lines and everything really well for Airfix. And like I said, this one was £17. Sorry, no, £16. One or the other. Right, and then we'll move on to the next one. The FW190. I think it's the A3. This one's by Tamiya, and again in 148. The Eagle actually settled down really well. All that there is a decal. The mottling on the side, I don't know if you can make it out, but actually I don't have an airbrush. All my models are brush painted, and actually I used a sponge method to do that, and I think it's turned out really well. Sorry, again, I know it's not perfect, but you'll just have to bear with me. Right, and next, something else I just want to show you that was my granddad's. This was actually my granddad's. He had some like cigarette cards, And when I was in Northern Ireland, when I was in the army, I got a friend of mine to copy all the write-up bits, those bits there, and then I got him to frame it and mount it for me. So there's the Sopwith Pup, Hawker Hurricane, Submarine Spitfire, the Hawker Typhoon, the big brother of the Tempest, the de Havilland Mosquito, one of my favourite aircraft of all time, the Gloucester Meteor, the English Electric Lightning, a Mach 2 Plus aircraft, wonderful aircraft that, really is spectacular. And next to are modern ones, which is the Spec Cat Jaguar, built with by, is it Aerospatial, and a joint venture with France. And then the Pravia Tornado, which was Germany, us, and Italy, I think. Not 100% certain about that. Might be in Italy, it might be in Spain. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, so this basically just a little bit of a reminder of my granddad, who he wasn't in the Air Force, he was in the Navy. So I'll just pan out so we can have a quick look at that. Alright, there we are, fellas. Signing off until my next video, which I might do a quick one on where I am with my P38 Lightning. Thanks for looking. Ta-ra!